Hello everyone, Richard back for more Witcher 3. We are going to continue the main quest. I think... Oh, wrong way.
You,
Wrong way.
white one. Think your two swords could take on 40?
Got eyes like a cat. You catch mice too.
I gotta fast travel.
I don't get sound.
So I'm going to fast travel to Downwarren, and we will proceed. So, we were given a quest by the Crones to solve a problem in Downwarren. We've already talked to the mayor of the town, and he's already told us there's some evil spirit haunting a hill. He wants us to resolve this. So let's do it. I'm gonna actually get back up to full health. Lots of drowners. Great. One second. Is the audio? I feel like it's really quiet. I have my computer volume at like 82%. We'll see if this is too loud. Okay, I'm actually gonna meditate real quick. I happen to know what's coming, so wait. Hello. Come back here. God, you're so fast. That's not good. I really need you to be on fire right now. Oh. Oh, that wasn't good. Okay. That was really hard.
Who are you?
Holy shit, that was hard. It's time to meditate.
Place of power. Draw
Be gone. Come no closer. I know whence you come.
So we have a new quest. Is that secondary? The Whispering Hillock. Something about life in dreary backwoods settlement leads their inhabitants to hide the truth with misleading names. This takes the form of both hyperbole, a clump of bare trees called Dragonspike Forest, or a hole in the ground 2 places deep named the Chasm of Eternity, an understatement, a horrid massacre commonly referred to as the Incident. Velen fit the mold in this regard, as Geralt learned that while he wandered through it in search of Ciri, there he encountered a trio of highly suspicious magical sisters called the Ladies of the Wood, who directed him to a clump of bookside huts known as Downwarren. Geralt was to solve their problem, a rash of mysterious murders. He spoke to the elder men and learned that the evil power behind the Quillings dwelled in the Whispering Hillock. Whoever else. I need cat potion. So I can't see anything.
The powers that protect me, they sense whence you come.
Okay. Is there something down here? I guess I'm really confused right now. No, get up.
Why have you come? Why fill this blood? Are you here to grant me death? Or is my freedom your wish?
I was attacked.
This is my prison, a fortress besieged. Murderers I await, and my forest protects me.
Murderers?
Murderous sisters killed my body. Now my soul they hunt, for I defy them.
Who are you?
I abandoned my circle, where I kept the balance. The Crones killed me, and cursed my quest.
Never heard a druid circle better.
I wandered eternally through a maze of vows, and resist my divorce.
You must know the Crones pretty well.
They are Velen's curse. They hear all through 70 years. They weave hair and twist lives. They take their strength from the broth of human flesh.
Why did they kill you?
The Crones want this land. They rule the wood alone. I stood in their way. I had to die.
You claim to be in prison. How so?
I am bound here, in fetters of magic. I wandered endlessly, allowing them. The children, I know all. I know what brings them. Breathing claims. I must help.
If something threatens the orphans, I'll help them myself.
The children have been taken. Free me, please. I come be a gale, a gallop unchained. I shall save them. Only I can.
Why do you think the kids from the meadow are in danger?
The sisters took them. They shall not return.
Where'd they take them? I can help.
It is done already. It cannot be undone. There are no roads to our ceremony. They shall all die. Let them be saved.
The Crones. What do you know about them?
The sisters rooted at the oldest trees. Then is their realm. All life here serves them. The sisters live concealed. You will not find them. They hear all. You cannot hide.
If you can save the orphans from the meadow, I'll help you.
I will find them. Free them. Open the door of my cage. Blood is my sleep. A rite you must perform. With the black of raven feathers, the white of my bones, and a swift steed. A mare, wild and free, in meadows pasture court, dark as a bottomless well, black as the depths of night. Such a beast, no other. Gather these, and bring them here.
Got some raven feathers.
Find my remains, and bring me about.
A wind-born steed, a black squall turned horse.
Where do we need a black horse?
The beast and I shall be as one. As when I said, we shall be a gale. Nothing to stop us. A wild steed from meadows moist.
Where'll I find your remains?
My bones, they lie in a solitary mound, nearby, due west.
I'll gather what I need to free you, then return.
Gather and return to the hillock's depths, to the tree's rotten heart. Pierce my heart, let blood flow to be born again. I must first be consumed.
Go now, and return through the passage I have opened.
The ghost in the tree. Is that a main quest? Find the bones of the spirit trap. Oh, okay. Ladies of the Wood. There's something with the voices. Maybe this should be lowered. Okay, so we gotta find the bones. I didn't realize this quest was level 5. That's so weird. This should be at least 7. Oh, a water hag. We know all about you. Hello. Oh. I could just set you on fire again. They're so vulnerable to fire.
Strange bones. Don't seem human to me.
Okay, I'm gonna actually stop that for a second. Yeah, I didn't think I was that far away. I'm gonna go grab these other bones. Bellin, the place where you find bones. Just... Oh my god. There's so many monsters. I would fight them, but because the enemy scaling's on, you're more likely to die than ever because of that. So it's not easy cleaning them up. What is that? Just out of curiosity.
No ordinary fog this. The odor. Metallic almost.
Oh, Swamp Thing. I know about that quest. I don't want to do that one right now. Wow, I didn't realize all of these quests were by each other. Alright, what are we looking at? Hello. Ugh. Oh, that was really good. Hello. You guys just get burned by this fire. Man, fire is a really effective way to deal with Velen creatures. I thought I saw blue. What is that? Oh.
Swamps kept Ambrose's body in good shape. Even where the Peller smashed his head in. Gotta incinerate it. That ought to get the Spectre to leave.
Leave the world of the living. Never return again.
Okay. Let us go back to our level 5 quest. Wait, have you always been here this whole time? I did not realize how close he was. Wow. What kind of man would work in this environment with demons and witches and dead bodies all over the place? Way too many. Oh my god. Is there a nest? Look at all these disgusting creatures. Velen is like a war zone with starvation and nasty evil monsters lurking around every corner. And it's grim and dark and rainy. Oh god. Level 20! We're not touching a golem. Nope. By the way, I could beat a level 20. I have a story I will say for later about what it was like being forced to take on a golem on Death March 15 levels above you. I'll save that for when it happens, or when that happened to me. Wait, we have a new marker? A small crossroads well trodden by the inhabitants of the surrounding villages. Really? There's like nothing around here.
Go, go. Let's go.
I gotta figure out where the entrance is.
Giddy up. Move it.
Ready. We can start.
Lay names amidst the feathers. Place all beneath my heart. My heart you must pierce and bring the steed.
Okay, so here's the deal. If you save this demonic force, the children that you saw at the orphanage will be saved. But there's a negative consequence about what happens to the Baron and his wife if you save the children. You could kill her, and what happens is the Baron and his wife have not necessarily a happy ending, but there might be something salvageable. But the children die. Now, that's the utility, like, what the game developers wanted the player to think the decision was really about, in my opinion, was whether you had sympathy for the Baron and his wife's stories, Anna, more than these orphans at the orphanage. You know, what are your moral values there? What are your ethical values? Children obviously have more of a future, and the Baron and his wife have kind of picked their own path, and it led to this kind of travesty. So it's really easy to save the children. Now, I don't really look at it that way. I think if you're Geralt of Rivia in this situation, do you really want to release this kind of creature that you know nothing about, strikes you as incredibly dangerous, and is having you perform a black ritual, and there's this flimsy promise that she's going to save the kids? And I don't know how much I would trust an evil entity like that. And so here's the thing. It's not that I even like the Crones. Obviously, the Crones are evil too. But the Crones are already free and out there, and I am not sure that freeing an entity like this is worth a dozen children's lives. I'm thinking that I might actually get more children killed among many other possible evil scenarios compared to this thing. So from a utilitarian perspective, I kind of know what I'm getting with the Crones, but I have no idea what I'm getting with this creature. So I'm going to trick the creature and kill it.
I offer raven feathers.
Once I was free, I shall be free once more.
I offer your remains.
Once I was flesh, I shall be flesh once more.
No. I should draw your blood now. Let the horse drink it. But I won't. I don't trust you. I have to stop you. Destroy you.
Betrayed! Betrayed!
So you actually, you know, if you're going to kill it, this is the way you should kill it. So that quest is over, I think. Yeah. Completed. The truth hidden under the Whispering Hillock. A woman's spirit imprisoned in a cave within it. Geralt concluded this foul being was responsible for murdering the inhabitants of Downwarren and so destroyed his heart, loosening its last grasp on our world. I feel, as a Witcher, it doesn't make sense to, one, trust an evil creature's word that they're going to save the children, which you don't even know that's true, by the way. You literally don't even know if that's true. And then, even if she does save the children, what evil is this person going to do?
Solved your problem. Just in case, though, avoid the Whispering Hillock for a while.
Cannot be. Where's something lurking there?
Not sure what was lurking there, but it lurks no more.
What did you do, Witcher?
Some being had come to possess the tree's heart. I destroyed the heart and its inhabitant.
So it were a ghost. Will it be back?
No. The Crones, or the Ladies of the Wood as you call them, said to remind you about payment. Take it you know what they want?
Aye, I do. Give me the dagger. Be back soon. There's payment. Take it to the ladies, will you?
What the hell was that?
'Tis our pact. You're a stranger. You don't know life here. It's honest pay for their protection.
So, all those ears in the woods.
Put it out your mind, master. You soon be leaving, and we must tarry on, our young'uns and their young'uns after 'em. No gods nor masters watch over Velen. The land is no man's. He who wants to survive must seek his own protectors.
That was a nice reminder about the evil you're dealing with.
Sheathe your weapon, young man.
Do you love me in real life?
In real life, you're different than you were in the tapestry.
Well, bring it here.
You can bring it, not ugly.
Never seek to cross us again.
We shall forgive you this transgression, for you've done well. Your children are plump as piglets, sweet as caramel.
But now we must talk to our white-haired friend.
I know that mark. This is Anna, the wife of the Baron of Crow's Perch.
She belongs to no man.
A fruit ripened in her womb. A fruit sprouted from seeds sown by a man she detested.
We helped her. She agreed to serve.
She bears the mark. She is ours. Come. It is another woman who interests you. Speak, white-haired one.
You looked different in the tapestry.
We're all dressed up just for you.
If you only knew how much time we spent in front of the glass.
Do you desire us?
I'm impressed. Polymorphism, a rare talent.
Oh, I'd suck every last drop out of you.
Ah, to be woven together with you?
I'd be your best and last.
Not what I came for. You used me to tame the Whispering Hillock. A lot of work.
Not spring, brave soul.
Did you destroy the evil powers? Have you brought peace to our domain?
Yes.
So fortunate to have found so brave a knight, so able.
Whose spirit was trapped in the tree?
That of one who once cheated death.
But she couldn't deceive you, brave knight.
You've rid the world of a great evil.
Our deal. I did my part, now you do yours.
A word once given, we never break.
The girl. Mousy blonde. That's what they call it.
Thin as a rail, terrified, exhausted. She could barely stand before you.
We cared for her as best we could.
Like she was our own daughter.
Wasted affection. She proved a very naughty girl.
Mischievous, stubborn, and selfish.
The young woman I seek never hurt anyone without cause.
You've not seen her long. She's changed for the worse.
Why'd she attack you?
She's no longer the girl you once knew. Wrath consumes her.
Don't believe you. They say you always keep your word, so tell me everything, exactly as it happened.
We shall tell you, brave boy. We knew someone special was alive. We read beast entrails, saw the omens.
We would glimpse her likeness, a mirage in a blood.
She came from the lower swamp. We knew not at first it was her the omens had spoken of.
A child of the elder blood, the soul seed that would burst into flame.
She fell into our hands.
Elder blood!
The blood of the traitress. Does she sleep?
Like a lamb.
Come, sisters, no point in dawdling. The table's set. The cauldron bubbles.
We cannot! You know she is meant for him!
Emirith will get her. He will, but not whole.
Well said. We'll just have a sample.
I'll take her feet. Lovely and plump. Perfect for a broth.
Oh, I can taste it already. Very well. Get on with it. Oh, you'll regret that, girl. Regret it dearly. Come back. Come back. Come back.
So this is a real place in the bog.
You tried to kill her. Tried to butcher her like an animal and eat her.
Her blood. The taste brought back memories of our youth.
Elder blood. Extraordinary girl. But you know that. Such a shame she fled.
She escaped you, but I'll find her. We'll come back here together and kill you.
Your return, you shall. Our fates are bound. And one will die, but it shan't be one of us.
Now you shall chase shadows and wander midst fog.
Each time you see her, she will be a mirage. And if you find her, the girl will die.
Nice. This is sexy right here. You're dealing with some very powerful people, so. Okay, wow, there were some quests that completed. I need to read the... Fleeing the bog. When Ciri arrived in Velen, she found herself in the very heart of the notorious Crookback bog. Exhausted, she sought shelter, but instead found herself in the clutches of 3 demonic sisters known to the local peasants as the Ladies of the Wood. Ciri quickly realized how poorly that name fit these bloodthirsty hags and fled. She escaped with her life by a hair's breadth, but still had a long and dangerous trek through the marshes ahead of her. Crookback Bog is home to more than its fair share of horrifying beasts, but none of them hold a candle to the generals of the Wild Hunt, who chase Ciri now. Imlerith, for that was his name, had arrived on the Crones' summons to take Ciri back to his king. The young Witcher was able to give her pursuer the slip, but the two foes were destined to meet again in the future. We just finished... Ciri story, Ladies of the Wood. Hendrik had known but a portion of his truth, and his notes had led Geralt astray. Ciri had in truth come into conflict with the 3 crones of Crookback Bog. They had wanted to hand her over to one of the generals of the Wild Hunt named Imlerith, but Ciri escaped their clutches and fled the swamps before their vile plan could come to fruition. I have 2 points? Damn. Let me... Sorry. Whoops. Wrong slide. A werewolf mutagen would be nice. Look at that. Attack power increase. That's going to be helpful. Glossary. Did I get anything on the bestiary? Yes. Crones. They are weak to relic oil and Quen. Sister Crones come in hand. Terrors of the sea and land. Thus do go about thrice to thine and thrice to mine and thrice again to make up 9. Macbeth Act 1 Scene 3. The isolated corners of our world harbor creatures older than humans, older than academies and mages, older even than elves and dwarves. The Crones of Crookback Bog are such creatures, no one knows their true names, nor what breed of monstrosity they in fact are. Common folk have given these 3 sisters the names of Weavess, Brewess, and Wispess, and called the threesome the Ladies of the Wood, or simply the Good Ladies. The Crones act as the true sovereigns of Velen, whose inhabitants they help to survive through harsh times in return for unquestioning obedience. They wield powerful magic, but one different from that of mages. They draw power from water and earth and are bound to the land in which they live. The Crones can hear everything that happens in their woods, predict the future, twist the threads of human lives, and bring blessings as well as curses. The Crones seem, for all intents and purposes, to be immortal. Magic elixirs keep them from aging and allow them to take the appearance of young women. These elixirs and their mystical ties to the swamps in which they live also give them supernatural strength and vitality. So these guys are not jokes. Brewess. The crone known as Brewess was the middle of the 3 demonic sisters in terms of age, but the first in terms of size. Brewess was said to be a master concoctor of magical mixtures, and in the more ghastly legends was said to know over a dozen different recipes for human soup. Imlerith. Imlerith, the general of the Wild Hunt and a frequent guest in Geralt's nightmares, had been chasing Ciri for quite some time, striving to deliver her to his ruler, Eredin. This powerful and brutal warrior had fought in the countless battles and campaigns for conquest waged by the An-El and other worlds. He prized physical confrontation above all else, seeking out direct, bloody skirmishes where opponents pit their strength, agility, and training against each other in a contest to the death. So the An-El are elves, and this particular group is evil. So it's interesting spin on elves usually being good, but the Ghost in the Tree. The Whispering Hillock. If the world were not as it is, but as it should be, this name would denote a place of hidden nooks and lovers sharing heartfelt lies in hushed voices. Instead, it stood for danger and terror, for a place where wild animals, driven by some mysterious power, had killed many an inhabitant of Downwarren. Geralt agreed to investigate the problem, and soon discovered the animals were controlled by a spirit entrapped in a tree growing atop the hill. The spirit spoke to him in a woman's voice, and claimed to have once been a druidess who had kept watch over Velengrove, until the Crones murdered her and imprisoned her ghost in the tree. The forces of nature she had once served now protect her from the fiendish sister's further designs. The unfortunate locals had died as collateral damage, for the spirit attested nature's wrath is unrestrainable and distinguishes not between unwary innocents and unwelcome ill-wishers. The spirit begged Geralt to lift her curse and free her from torment. In exchange, he promised to rescue the orphans from the swamp clearing who would otherwise face a cruel death at the hands of the Crones. A fun fact is that this creature is the mother of the Crones. Weavess. Through the youngest of the 3 Crones, Weavess was not one jot less ugly or evil than her older sisters. It was she who wove their magic tapestries of human hair, gathered as a tribute from the young children of nearby villages during their cutting ceremonies. These tapestries were how the worshippers of the Ladies of the Wood made contact with and paid homage to their deities. Wispess. The Crones of Velen were not just old, they were literally ancient, having been around since the reign of the first human kings, and possibly even since the coming of the elves. Of the 3 ghastly sisters, the Wispess was most ancient, or at least so claimed. The swamp dwellers whispered, for if they spoke too loudly, the crone would hear it, for she demanded tribute in the form of human ears, which she hung from trees, and through which, using primeval magic, she heard all that happened in the swamp. Geralt put the facts together and realized the old woman in the swamp was in fact Anna, the Baron's missing wife. He also learned that the signs on her hands were symbols of the pact she had made with the Crones in order to get rid of her unwanted child. Geralt's suspicions were confirmed shortly thereafter. The curses afflicting the unfortunate woman was indeed the Crones' doing. Anna turned the ghastly sisters because she did not wish to give birth to the Baron's child. The Crones granted her wish in their own twisted way, with a curse which made the fetus inside her wither on the vine, taking Anna's life energy with it. In despair, she turned to the Peller, who made her a talisman to hamper the evil's magic influence. Anna had lost this during her fight with the Baron, and was thus rendered defenseless against the Crone's magic. After that, the worst was free to happen. The markings on her palms began to burn, and a fiend dragged her to the heart of Crookback Bog, where she paid her debt to the Crones as a slave. So the Baron didn't actually force He didn't make the baby abort. A couple of things. We need to start doing this. Yes. Oh, Cirilla has a character update. A lot of updates. Girl learned the truth of Ciri's time in the swamps from the mouths of the hideous Crones themselves. Even Ciri, better able to hold her own than most anyone in existence, was lucky to escape from these powerful beings alive and intact. So we're right by something. Oh, Gran. I need to read that one. Gran bore strange marks on her hands that burned with living fire. In time, they proved to be signs of her indentured servitude to the Crones. How exactly an old woman had come to be in their power, however, remained unknown. When Geralt saw the marks on the woman's hands, he quickly realized she must be the Bloody Baron's wife, now changed beyond all recognition by the hardships she had suffered. Geralt's first attempt to talk to her came to nothing. He was only able to break through her mistrust with the help of a godling named Johnny. A few words. Okay, I already read that. That's weird that they put that text, like, in the middle. Yeah, I know. I gained a lot of XP right there. So I am on the level 11 Witcher quest, so I need to get some gear because there's some stuff coming up that it would be a good idea for me to be better prepared for. So, like, the main story in Velen is coming to an end. Oh my god. What level are you? You are a Dragonoid. Oh boy. I should probably apply the Dragonoid oil again. Gotcha. So right by Downwarren is a really important place. Anyone that's ever played this game knows why it's so important, if you're playing at this difficulty level. Oh, we have a monster's nest? Moons. Okay, we are at the Dragon Slayer's Grotto. Underneath this fortress lies a musty, rank cave in which a lost traveler will find nothing but a few fattened leeches. If he's lucky. Nevertheless, village elders insist on repeating the legend that gave the grotto its name, that of a legendary dragon slayer said to be buried somewhere deep inside. There's a nest here?
look around some.
I think I'm gonna meditate. Why can't I do that now? Oh. Okay. I forgot that they are here already. Okay, is that my silver sword? Fuck, it is. I should check if I have better gear. That's really good with extra damage. Okay, that's right. This is a hellhole of specters. Come here. I should probably... This is where potions and some other things start becoming more useful. Hello. Yurden is really powerful. Do not underestimate how powerful it is. I think people are too quick to dismiss its usefulness. As you can see, I use it all the time. So I find now that strong attack is buffed, and if I put like Spectre Oil on and then I have Yurden going, that's how you defeat Spectres, even with level scaling and a pretty underachieving sword. Not underachieving, but a low level sword. So suddenly they're not so bad. Moondust might be useful at some point. Contains silver splinters that temporarily prevent monsters from transforming. Enhanced insecticide oil, definitely. Enhanced thunderbolts. Decoctions. All alchemy creations can be used one additional time. Wow. Running, sprinting, and jumping. Yep. Each blow landed increases attack power until either the fight ends or damage is taken. Okay. What else did I get there? Enhanced black blood. I think that's... I need to meditate. Oh my god. I'm surprised 4 spawned.
What? Lost your nerve?
Okay. Oh my god. This is nuts. I think I'm gonna have to shield. Oh my god. Okay, I don't even think I have Spectre Oil on. Here's a fun fact, you really shouldn't... Come here. Oh, really? Oh my god. That was disgusting. I was... I didn't realize if I meditated they would all come back. Also, I think that new ability I have is overpowered, because I should have died multiple times. But I had adrenaline points. The reason I died there is I got killed. Okay, where am I? Come here. Okay.
good.
I probably need to put Spectre oil back up. Oh, come on. So, what's bailing me out right now is I got this overpowered ability that protects me as long as I have adrenaline. It looks like I have a chance to get health back. I'll have to read that ability again, because it feels really, really powerful. I can't see. How do I do this? Oh, here we go. Probably what would help is if I could see. And I need this for sure. Come here, little vampire. I don't have vampire oil. It's the one oil I'm missing. Wow. Oh, come on. Come here. I'm hoping you catch fire at some point. That would be great. Ugh. This thing is a lot more dangerous than I remember it. Man, Yurden's really helping, actually. People totally underestimate how powerful Yrden is. There was a vampire. The slaughter of Centra. The cavalcade of riders pounded across the blood-soaked courtyard. They looked at no one and asked no questions. They knew exactly where they were going and why. They killed the old queen and captured the Centran princess. As to what would become of her after that, no one would say. Calanthe and a group of her most loyal subjects had barricaded themselves inside the castle. They were protected by stone walls and a gate sealed by a spell. But they all realized neither would last long against a concentrated assault by the Nilfgaardian army and the mages supporting it. After 4 days, enemy soldiers forced their way inside. If you go watch the Witcher show, you can see that in live action. In all its pleasant glory. I am a little confused how the... like... I guess this is truly not an enclosed chamber. But where's the fuel that keeps the fire going? There's only so much wood, right? I mean, is this vampire going out there and collecting wood? I just find it weird. Witcher George's Journal. Having heard of rumors of a dragon, I raced at full speed to Velen. Sadly, I was dragged away from my hunt by the prefects of Gor's Velen. They summoned me as an expert to solve the riddle of a string of shipwrecks suspected to be the work of night wraiths. Seems a dragon ravaging the countryside is a lower priority than blocked trade routes. Luckily, I was able to solve the riddle of the lone lighthouse quickly and race off after the dragon. I learned that the peasants from the ravaged villages had taken shelter in the elven catacombs under Lake Windamar. Wise, yet they were not wise enough to bring firewood, and so warmed themselves by burning elven manuscripts. It aches my heart to think what knowledge about the elder folk went up in those flames. At least a few of their manuscripts survived, including some highly interesting sketches of armor, yet enough about that. Eyewitnesses have reported ashen scales, height at launches 2 fathoms, length 5 fathoms, addendum estimated weight approximately 14 quintals, able to maintain a high temperature in its bellows dragon lungs for longer than a quarter hour. Conclusion, we are dealing with a green dragon, commencing HUD. So I picked up some diagrams that will become Witcher gear, but I have to have this crafted, and I don't remember if I need a master crafter for that. I mean, ballads and hymns, the Woven Storm. Oh. Yeah, I've read that before. Oops. Is there a monster nest here? I'm a little... Oh, I bet that was the vampire's monster nest. Okay, I have almost everything, so... There's one more place. Right there. And I'm gonna go to here. There's this little keep way the hell out in the middle of nowhere. Lornrick. Years ago, smugglers would come here to load and unload illicit cargo. Probably because it's abandoned. So here's the deal. That gate is open. I think I'm gonna need my crossbow. There is an underwater passage. But first...
Magic. A place of power.
Gimme. Let me read this ability again. When fatality reaches 0, it will be restored with a bonus of 75%. Requires at least 1 adrenaline point, which will be consumed. Holy shit, that is overpowered. Legitimately, just flat out overpowered. That doesn't sound pleasant. Hold on. Climb! Right? This is where I'm supposed to climb, isn't it? Yes. How to avoid colossal vessels. On the rolling deep when there's nothing to rest your eyes upon to save the horizon, you get lulled into a false sense of security which can easily spell your doom. For no man knows the day or the hour, nor does any sailor know when a small dot at the edge of his vision will turn into a Nilfgaardian Dormrad racing towards him, its sails puffed full, and its prow ready to cleave its hull like an axe. Prevention is the first and best way to avoid such collisions. You must keep your eyes pried wide open, even when the waters are smooth as a newborn's hindquarters. There's not a speck of land or a hint of foreign flag to be seen. When vision fails in dark or murk, one must keep an ear cocked, especially in the waters near Skellige. For the oarsmen of the archipelago and muster to their rowing with song, and their thunderous voices carry far, so they can be often heard before they are seen, and if it's a powerful boon, then they thus reveal themselves. For a collision with a Skellige longship damns one doubly, for the vessel itself is armored prow to stern, while inside are ferocious, battle-hardened warriors. Okay. Yeah, I know there's a monster up there. Neck. Oh, yeah. Gimme. Oh, Ogroid. What do I need? 1 Ganata Petal. Can I loot that at any point? So, we're almost certainly dealing with a Dragonoid. I know that screech. Oh. Oh, stop it. Okay, I guess so. What I like is that this is a smuggler's cache. That's why there's all this stuff, which makes a lot of sense to me. Oh, right. Where did he go?
Looks like rain.
Dorbermir's journal. Does chewing my heads off about going to the lighthouse, about the fire needing tending. Thing is, don't give a plowing rat's arse. Frankly, what am I, some golem fit for naught but climbing up there 4 times a day to drop off wood in your oil? I'd much rather learn how to work a forge in town or at some gnomish foundry. Grandpa Amsbury was a smith, wasn't he? Even forged witcher blades, so who's to say none of his talent tricked down to me? Where did the thing go? I mean, I knocked it down, but... Hello.
What? Lost your nerve?
Okay, first of all, where's my sword? Oh! Why wasn't my sword out? I was trying to pull my sword out, and it kept doing fists. Did I grab... Let me read it. Okay. There we go. One thing I noticed with the Xbox controller, I don't know if it's true on the PlayStation, the drawing of a weapon gets confused on the directional pad. This is buggy as hell. Okay, thank you. So where is this treasure? Okay. Oh, I came from here, right? I must have missed the treasure? Boop, boop, boop. Uh-oh, I don't remember where it is. I'm kind of confused. Let me meditate. Am I missing something? Oh, jeez. What am I missing? I wonder what's over there. Oh, there's a ladder. You know, I couldn't see that at night. Yeah, I definitely can't see with it like that. Crafting notes. Now there's a commission I haven't seen the likes of in ages. Got a visit from the Witcher the Baronet summoned about them evil powers, took over the lighthouse, and were crashing ships against the rocks. He stood there in the doorway to my forge, looking noble as a prince or duke or something, and said his silver sword got damaged during his last job. Blade was chipped bad, almost broken in 2 spots. I asked how he expected me to know how to fix a weapon like that, and he gave me a diagram and said I was to forge him a new one and promised quite the sum in return. Damn near tuckered myself up making that thing. I did my apprenticeship with Master Barnaby of Novigrad, and I've made a Witcher blade or 2 in my life, but it's been over 3 years since I've touched anything of the sort. In the end, didn't matter though. Before I could finish, the Witcher figured out what was going on with the lighthouse, and I had to make haste to the Baronet's castle for rest ineligible. So I got the silver sword. I think that's saying it's done? Yeah, so if I read that... Level 11. Way the hell down here. Geralt managed to acquire diagrams for all the items that had once been used by the Witcher George. While doing so, he discovered many previously unknown facts about the famous Griffin School Dragon Slayer. That completes the hunt for the diagrams, but it is not done yet. We're going to go to Crow's Perch. I'm going to see if she could do the armor for me. I don't remember if I need a mastercraft for the basic. But I need an upgrade in armor, that's for sure.
Have you drove off all the monsters then?
Quite the work my man's got, eh? Not half bad. Brought him a bucket of peelings yesterday, the feast we had.
He's not scared. Baron finds out someone's stealing food from the pigs.
Doesn't matter where the grub's from, as long as the bolt. You're lifeless. Move it.
Can't see you catch my breath.
Ow!
Is there anything happening over here? No.
What's that you're muttering?
Ah.
How can I help you?
Take.
Hang on, do I have to talk to him? Where did he go? Oh, there he is.
Looking for someone who can craft me some armor. Gotta be top quality.
Well, I've been at it 20 years now. Mastered the craft in some respects, if I do say so myself.
You wish.
Don't listen to her. She's been sore lately, snorting every chance she gets. So, what kind of armor are we talking about?
Light, but durable. Can't constrain movement, and I gotta be able to get in it without anybody's help.
That all? Sure it shouldn't be self-cleaning. And how about it wipe your arse after you take a shite in the bushes?
Sounds great. Can you make a suit like that?
No, but find someone who can and I'll gladly meet them. Ought to know one thing when it comes to armor. If it's got to be durable, it can't be light.
It can. Just needs the proper tools to make it. Tools like the folk of Clan Tordarroch use on Undvik.
Joanna, I told you time and again to stay silent when I talk to customers. Shouldn't pester folk with those nonsense Skellige legends of yours.
It ain't legend, and it ain't nonsense. My granddad would go to Unvik for his armour. Said Tordarroch folk made the best. Till last year, that is, when a giant ravaged their island. Inhabitants either ran off or died, but the forge should still be in one piece.
Worth looking into. Say I find the tools. Will you craft the armor for me?
On condition you bring the tools. But only then.
These legends mention where the forge might be?
Yes, north side of the isle, in a cave. Clanfolk carved out a rock face to build it.
Look for the tools next time I'm in Skellige. Take care now.
Yeah, so we have Master Armor. That's a secondary. 24. Witchers live to kill monsters. And so they place great importance on the weapons and armor they use. Bodily harm is all too common in this profession. So whenever the chance arises to acquire better work clothing, the thinking Witcher pounces on it like a cat on a plump mouse. Such a mouse skittered in front of Geralt's eyes at one point in the form of the dwarf Fergus, armor of great renown. The craftsman promised to forge top-notch equipment for our hero, but first he needed the appropriate tools. Geralt thus set out in search of them. During his travels, Geralt dropped by a certain forge, and while making conversation with the proprietor, asked whether the craftsman would be capable of forging equipment requiring the highest level of mastery. The smith shook his head glumly and directed the Witcher to Velen home. It was reputed to a certain Fergus, master among masters, and virtuoso of the smithing arts. So, obviously his wife is actually the one. Let me see if I can make this.
Need some more.
I don't know if it's master-crafted required. A white shirt. Okay.
Need some armor.
Oh yeah, he can make it. Excellent. It will cost a bit. Let's see. Gauntlets. Trousers. We're getting into crafting now. Okay. Griffin armor. So, I could probably sell this stuff. Oh no! Did I just do what I think I just did? Whoops. I just did what I think I just did. One second.
So long.
$9.29. Let me load this up. Hopefully that's...
While in Crookback Bog, Ciri had happened on the Crones. Beastly sisters took her in, then wavered, unsure if they should eat her or surrender her to the wild hunt. Ciri escaped before they could decide. Pursued by a spectral rider, she had fled into the swamp, where Geralt lost her trail once more. He now needed a new lead.
Okay, I got that quest. 1 second. I was a doofus.
Need some more.
No, I want your shop. I had like 2,500
Need some armor.
gold. 1 second. So I had 2,500 gold. Watch how little I have left. Wow, 700 gold.
So long.
So now I'm gonna actually have much better armor. Look at that. Plus sign intensity, piercing damage, bludgeoning, slashing, resist from monsters. I don't get the bonuses until Grandmaster, which is forever, so we're not going to talk about it. Oh, man. Why don't I sell him my armor?
Wouldn't mind a little.
I'm getting it all back, damn. How much fucking armor do I got? Wow.
So long.
Much better armor. I will come back next time and see if I can find a swordsmith to do my swords, and then we will do this quest. And I think that one's more important to do because it's lower level. I could turn in the one... Wolf School, okay. Wow, there's a lot still to do in Velen. Okay, until next time, Richard out.